Asking for war and then being outraged at the consequences of war does not make someone an anti-war activist. Many in the West call for more war, more violence, more resistance, knowing full well that resistance to Hamas, Hezbollah, the Iranian regime, and their allies means murdering, raping, and kidnapping Israelis. A true peace activist, of which there are few to none, does not have to support Israel, but a true peace activist in no way whatsoever condones the atrocities Hamas and others from Gaza committed on October 7th, which started this war. On October 8th, Hezbollah was already attacking Israel with rockets, artillery, and more. Instead of condemning this senseless violence, the anti-Israel crowd screams for more terror and violence against Israel and its civilian population, while condemning whatever Israel does in response. There would have been no pager explosions in Lebanon, targeted pager explosions in Lebanon against Hezbollah, no Israeli invasion of Gaza to destroy Hamas and its terror tunnels, no civilians harmed and killed as casualties of war had there been no October 7th. True war activists want no civilians harmed because they know that civilians are always harmed by war. True activists want no war. They are not part of the large crowds screaming for more blood. They are not part of the large crowds complaining about genocide and the loss of civilian lives, knowing full well that Hamas and its allies are trying to commit genocide, Hezbollah included, and proved this once again on October 7th. This is war, and civilians, including children, die in war. If true peaceniks did not want this, and do not want this, they would not support Hamas, Hezbollah, Iranian mullahs, and the Iranian regime, and their allies. When these so-called anti-war, anti-Israel protesters get the wars they scream for, they all of a sudden pretend there is genocide. When Israel responds, casualties of war is not genocide. Hamas deliberately murdered defenseless civilians inside of Israel, including babies and children, and wages war while using the civilians of Gaza, including children, as their human shields. Murder, rape, kidnapping are the right of no one, but this is what Hamas, Hezbollah, the Iranian regime seeks. No true and others that are their allies, no true anti-war person, no true person for justice would be out on the streets protesting anywhere on behalf of Hamas, Hezbollah, and their allies. But there they are, on the streets by the millions, these advocates for violence, for war, for the phony resistance and terror, making sure that they themselves are far away from the bloodshed. From their safe distances, they may be out of harm's way, but they are not free of responsibility for the evil they are upholding.